Hello everybody and welcome to the week 14, of course, of the Discord Football League, and we've got two impactful games tonight that will determine who heads to the Super Bowl on next Sunday. It is tonight, though, the Florida Femboys going at it one more time against the St. John Saints. The last time these two teams encountered each other in the regular season was when the Saints defeated the Femboys. Femboys are back in the semifinals, and the Saints, on the other hand, they've had a hell of a season. They've made some impressive changes to their roster, which has led them to this stage. Now one of these teams will head to their first Super Bowl next Sunday. Will it be the Femboys? Will it be the Saints? There's only one way to find out, and it's starting right now. And this is sure to be an interesting game since, of course, like I mentioned, the Femboys, in the last season, they made it here to this stage of the semis, but they were defeated by the Louisiana Chicken Sandwich, and that team did end up losing in the Super Bowl championship game. Femboys now, they've definitely made some changes to their team as well. And now tonight, they're back to where they were last season. But this time, though, they need a victory here unless they're going to choke 2 seasons in a row. Saints, on the other hand, I mean, you want to talk about a team that was absolute dog water last season. And then compared to now, these guys are just on a whole different level in terms of the defense. Great pass there to Nate Hudson for 6 yards. Both of these teams just absolute killers. They've been on top of their game this entire season. They've been one of the division leaders of the A group, and now Nate Hudson's trying to run things here. And it's already a 4th down. Femboys, doesn't seem like luck is going in their favor right now. Okay, they're going for the kick instead. He sets it up. A great run there. Tackle there from Tim Farr. Already 2 minutes have elapsed from this game. 5 minutes each quarter. Is Ray Hutton, the quarterback of the Saints, now going to take matters into his own hands, and the Saints already dominating the early going of this thing, leaving an impression, leaving a mark on the Femboys. Femboys, though, on the other hand, they got to focus on that defense of the Saints. That defense, especially from Linnell Clement, has just been an absolute beast throughout the season. But if they can keep this up, though, they've got that Super Bowl spot clenched in their favor. Oh my goodness gracious, the defenders just I don't even know what they're doing, but Lester Leone, 26-yard run. These remain here 0-0. And they may not last that long, though, as the Saints look to get a touchdown and a 5-yard run there. They get very far, and then again, they're at the 3. They've got all the time in the world. For 2nd and goal. Great pass there. Oh, and another tackle there. Great play there by Billy Ford. And great stoppage there from the defense. The 3rd and goal, though. Inside runs don't seem to be going in their favor right now. Here we go, Ray Hutton thinking about going for the pass here. Oh, and it's a touchdown, though, by Tim Farr. Catches it, and he puts the Saints in the lead. Here we go, and they're feeling lucky. They're going for 2. They feel confident that this game against the Femboys is going to be a cakewalk, but Roderick Mitchell's got something to say about that. And now the Femboys will be receiving this thing. Of course, if they get a touchdown and the extra point, that puts them in the lead. It's the Saints did mess up the 2-point conversion that they attempted earlier. And returned for 17. Then, of course, you know, later on, Economists, Darkies, classic rivalry game from the very first season of the DFL. And tonight, I mean, that game's going to be interesting, considering the last time they played against each other was a very, very close game. It was low scoring too. But both of those teams, they know how to play out here. Here we go, Jason Young's gonna make a pass here to Nate Hudson for 7. 14 yards in total from this thing. With a minute left in the first quarter. Here we go. Jason Young, though. Young's been feeling confident throughout the past entirety of the season, and you saw a defender there sacrificing himself so that Jason Young can get some yards in. And it's been working out well for him. Here we go, Jason Young. I believe he got drafted during the season, and my goodness, John Magia could not get much done there thanks to Ryan Antwine there. We're still at the 36. Young, oh my god, he keeps getting sacked. Jason Young, he understands the pressure that the Femboys are in right now. They can't afford to take an L, especially at this stage of the tournament again for a second season in a row. But that's just the kind of pressure that Jason Young needs to play with. Interception though by Linnell Clement. Jason Young threw an intercepted ball, and the Femboys are probably going to choke here in the semifinals again. Saints, on the other hand, they've been playing very well here tonight. Ray Hutton, short pass here to McClendon for a first down. He's barely at that too. So we still got 5 more minutes until halftime. Ray Hutton, a long pass here to McClendon. The Femboys playbook tonight doesn't seem to be as effective compared to the Saints right now. Pass to Tim Farr. Tim Farr blocks the defender, and the defender tried to get him there. Great coverage by his players. Touchdown by Tim Farr. 58 yards throughout the game so far. And they set up for the extra point. Femboys have got a mountain to climb right now. And the kick is good. This time, though, they didn't set up for 2. They know that they're in the lead, that they don't really have a reason to get too ahead of themselves. There we go. Receives the kickoff. Femboys tonight, I mean, you want to talk about pressure. Saints have as much pressure as they do as well. I mean, Saints here, this is their first time in the semifinals. Femboys right now, though, and you see Trent Holland running for it, gunning it. 50, 60, 68 yards, almost 71 yards down the field. What a run by Trent Holland. And this could be the open opportunity for a touchdown. As long as Jason Young doesn't throw an intercepted ball. Great pass here to Nate Hudson. Wide and open and available, but there was a defender ready for him. Only got 2 yards there as they're in the 4. Well, Young passes to Hudson. Try to juke the player there. Oh my god, that's what I've been mentioning. That Saints defense is on a whole other level. Economists and Darkies are, your winner of Economists or Darkies is definitely going to be doing their homework on that one. And a touchdown though for John Magia. First time interacting with the ball throughout the game. And he got it earlier when he got absolutely planted, but now he got some yards in. We go Femboys going for 2. They feel confident in this one. Oh, got stopped though by Aaron Harris. In this case though, that touchdown that the Femboys have right now, you know, they'll have a safe haven with it, but it's still not enough. A great run. There's Joe Kendall. See the stats. Femboys have more yards in total, but the Saints have been utilizing them much better. Great pass here down the middle to McClendon. There's 16 yards. Big pressure for both of these teams. There we go. Tim Farr, and he immediately got stopped there by Greg Alford. Made them lose 3 yards. Once again there, you see the The structure of that offense, though, but the Femboys now getting some sacks in. 11 yards there, though, that they lost. And they're on the 3rd and 24th. They've got to throw a long ball here if they want to get first down. That's what he's doing, though. Interception, though, by Don Boyd. Femboys receive the ball once again. They got to be careful here, though. This is an opportunity that they cannot throw away right here. Jason Young's got to play it smart, and he does so by going for a run here with Nate Hudson. But Randy Abbott was ready for him. In these cases, I mean, a long pass is really what you need to do, but for Jason Young, he hasn't had very much luck with that one throughout the game. For a pass there, but it was deflected by Jamal Miller. He was ready there. Stopped them. There's third down conversions. God knows what that means. Go past that Nate Hudson, though. Nate Hudson gets first down, though, for the team. 23-yard run, and the Femboys call a timeout a minute before the end of the game, or the end of the first half. We got 2 at their disposal, I believe, but Jason Young for a pass here. One-handed catch, though, by Trent Corrales. As the Femboys call for their second timeout, they have 1 more remaining. They are right at the 10-yard, or at the 12-yard line, actually. Young, here we go. Young's running it. He's gunning for it. Defender, try to stop him, but it's a touchdown, though, for Jason Young. And now, the course of this game might possibly change here. Femboys set up for the kick. And it's good. The Femboys managed to catch back up in time right before halftime. It seemed for a second there that the Saints were going to take a heavy lead here tonight, but they managed to tie the score up like everything in the first half never happened. And if they're going to be playing this equally, I mean, it's safe to say we might reach into overtime. Hutton passes to Tim Fartho. Tim Fartho, enough there for 20. And the Saints call a timeout this time. With 29 seconds left before they head to halftime. And I believe the Femboys will be receiving it here on the second half here. You see number 98 there, just using all of his speed that he has left. And what the Femboys need to do here is at least, keep blocking that coverage here. With the Saints looking to take a lead from the kick. What the fuck was that? Justin Thompson kicked the ball there and he missed the 40-yarder. And that's how we head into halftime, folks. It's like the first half never happened. It's still anyone's game right now. It's 13-13. A lot of pressure here tonight. This is not like any other ordinary season game. This is the chance at immortality. The opportunity to be named upon one of the greats here in the DFL. The chance to be in the Super Bowl. Like the first season when the Lexington Minutemen battled the Darkies. In the second season, the Growl battling the Chicken Sandwich. And one of these 2 teams in the Femboys or the Saints will be joining that lineup. That history lineup there of Super Bowls. For an inside run there, but Tim Farr got 13. Ready, break. Ray Hutton. A short pass here. Oh my God, though. Was that deflected? It was deflected by Paul Ziegler. Holy Jesus. Couldn't even tell if he caught it from the impact. But now it seems like the Femboys are starting to pick back up here tonight, though. They're still, still a little bit weak on the defense tonight, but they're working on it. Ready, break. Saints, on the other hand, you start to realize they've been kind of lacking now. Pass here to Tim Farr, the running back. for 6 yards. Sets up there. Stats have been pretty equal though. So is that scoreboard. Here we go, going for the run though. It's wide open and available. There was no way that Femboys would have saw that one coming. And Ray Hutton scores a touchdown for the Saints. Okay, seems safe to say that they're not going to set up for twos. They're just going to go for the field goals. The extra point puts them in a better position to stay in the lead. Femboys, on the other hand, they get a touchdown, you know. They could either take the route of the two-pointer and risk it, get the lead, or they can play this strategy of just keeping this game tied until possibly the last minutes of this thing. So Jason Young thinking about it. Going for the pass here to John Magia. One of the star players of the Florida Femboys. 33 yards. 33 in the field on the opposite end. On their end, of course, but Jason Young trying to run it here out of desperation. But he got sacked in the process thanks to Aaron Harris. I gotta recuperate here. Femboys' offense has not been the best here tonight. Jason Young's gotta throw it here. Great pass though to Nate Hudson. Looked like an interception for a split second. This crowd electric tonight for this semi-final matchup. Here we go, Jason Young going for it again. Great pass to Charlie Rogers, I believe is his name, for first down. $205 total yards today for the Femboys. They've gotten a lot more. And it was a great run though, great inside run by Trent Holland. You know, if he would have got stopped early, it wouldn't have been a first down, but he managed to get it in there. Go Jason Young once again. Great pass here to Holland. Like I've mentioned previously, Jason Young's got to be very careful with these passes because that's how you risk an interception. Here we go, Jason Young. What will he play here? He's thinking about going long here. Nope, goes with the pass on Emmanuel. Femboys are just going to take their time. They're not in a hurry. They know they got all the time in the world right now. They get closer to the end zone. Jason Young with these short passes. Going for a long one this time. To Rusty Emmanuel again. But Joey McPherson stopped them. So that did not count. If anything, it made them lose some yards. There we go, Jason Young once again. Another pass to Charlie Rogers for 6 yards. The stadium here tonight packed at capacity for this matchup. Here we go, Jason Young once again running it here. Defender was on the ground, only got a yard in, but I believe it was not a first down. It is a fourth. Will they kick it or will they go for the play? Okay, they're going for the play. Maybe if they go for an inside run, they can get first down. And here we go. Jason Young running it here, gets first down and available for the touchdown. 15 yards, 53 in total for the game here. Extra point time for the Femboys, and they're setting up a kick. Looking to tie this thing, they gotta be careful. Oh my Lord. Saints defense coming in clutch right now. Femboys have got to be worried now. Oh my God, what the hell happened? Saints, if they could just keep up the scoreboard, they head to the Super Bowl with just a 1-point difference. It's been very equal throughout the game here tonight. But this may be how the Saints win here tonight. Okay, we're going to step back a little bit. Great pass, though. Deflected instead by Billy Ford. Now, if they manage to push that offense back a little farther to the end zone and get a safety, Femboys will take the lead, but the odds of that happening are very low. Here we go. Ray Hutton now gunning it. Defenders ready to stop him. No. You got a touchdown here. This thing's pretty much over. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Saints can already taste the Super Bowl right at their fingertips. Tim Farr looking to get far in this tournament. Ray Hutton. Once again, another pass here. Believe it was deflected by Dan Ford. And the Saints worrying themselves here. They get 4th down. This is not going to look good. They got to be careful not to get in a turnover. Fulton going short here, but he did catch it. And for 3rd and 1 here, though. They're going for the run here very easily. They could get a 1st down if they hold it. But Ray Hutton going for the pass here. Great catch, though, by Tim Farr once again. Tim Farr protecting this ball here to help the Saints head to the Super Bowl. Femboys, on the other hand, they gotta keep their eye on they gotta keep focused here tonight. Oh, but they slipped. They choked. The Femboys choke for the second season in a row. Saints are gonna head to the Super Bowl now. Goes for the kick. And it's good. What a great one there. And now the Femboys. What do they got to do here? 27-19. The only other option I could see is if they get a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. Which would tie the game, though, of course, but who knows? They haven't had the best of luck with their 2-point conversions, but they need to get one if they want to head to overtime. 5-yard completed pass. This is the pressure they've been needing throughout the game. Femboys want to prove they're the best. Well, this is their opportunity to do so. Right when the world doesn't believe in them right now. When the stakes are high. We go inside run here. Great blockage there. Nate Hudson gets the 1st down though. Like I mentioned, a touchdown with the 2-point conversion successful would tie the game 27 for both sides. We go great pass here to Trent Corrales. 16-yard catch, 31 in total for 3 receiving. Oh, Lord. I'd hate to be the Femboys coach right now. The Femboys quarterback here, John Magia. Got a good amount of yards there, and they call a timeout. They know that they're right near the end zone. 1:16, but they've got all the time to waste here. But they cannot waste the ball, though. Great pass to John Magia. And available for the touchdown. Great 6-yard catch. But this next play is going to determine the course of this thing. They're going for 2. Jason Young. Can he do it? Can he tie the game here? Oh, and he could not stop them. Jason Young. He tried, but at the end of the day, he couldn't do it. It had to involve the entire team to work together. But that Saints defense came in clutch tonight. And with a minute left, all the Saints could do now is not throw an interception, not get a turnover, and just run the clock. That's what I would do in this situation. They cannot afford to choke now. Femboys, on the other hand, they're still alive. But the odds of them getting back in the lead here, or hell, even getting in the lead, they never were in the lead to begin with, it's very low. The Femboys, though, out of desperation, they're throwing their timeouts. Saints, on the other hand, they're not worried. Femboys defense got to play like they've never played before. Great pass here to McClendon for 17 yards. 30 seconds remaining. It's safe to say that the Femboys, the Saints are just running the clock here. Celebrating a little early here tonight. Pass to McClendon again. 9 seconds left, but they're not using the timeout, so this will be the final play of the game. Femboys losing in the semis, second season in a row. And this time the kick goes in. Justin Thompson gets the win for the team. The St. John Saints head to the Super Bowl for the first time in their careers. You see the Femboys fan crying in the stands. Maybe they could have invested in a better team, but at the end of the day, they were close, but they were not better than the Saints tonight. The question remains, though, who will they play in the Super Bowl next Sunday? Let's find out. Here we go. Coming up next, though, is our last game of the night. One of these two teams will be meeting the Saints next week in the DFL Super Bowl. The Economists battle the Darkies. Classic rivalry game taking place tonight. The last time these two played in the regular season, the Economists got a victory with a very, very close and low-scoring game. But tonight, let's see how this one will turn out. Let's see how they will clash this time when the stakes are high and the opportunity at immortality is bigger than ever. Both of these teams never been at this stage. Actually, no, the Darkies have, but the Darkies are looking to reach into the finals again, to rewrite history and to finally win the Super Bowl this time. The Economists, on the other hand, also another first-time team that want to be in the finals against the Saints. Economists and Darkies right now. Now, me personally, I think this is one of my more favorite games that I want to watch here tonight. Both of these teams have been great throughout the course of the season. They both have the same win-loss record, so it really can be anybody's game tonight. Saints, on the other hand, I mean, you could argue that they would win the Super Bowl just looking at their win-loss record. But this B group has been filled with a ton of underdogs and a ton of new players that have stepped foot into this season. And it all came down to these two veteran teams of the Economists and the Darkies. One of them heading to the Super Bowl next Sunday against the Saints, while the Femboys, I believe, maybe participating in a third-place game. We don't know, but then again, there's no reason for a third-place game if the win-loss records speak for themselves. Great tackle there, though. Things are going to go pretty slow here tonight, though, of course, but if it's anything like Saints and Femboys, it's going to be a very close game. Considering the last time these two teams played against each other, it was very evenly matched. Jake Logan, 5-yard catch. But Darrell Jackson has had a great run for the Economists. Economists were somewhat struggling throughout the first half of the season, but they did manage to, I don't want to say squeeze their way into the playoffs, but they did manage to qualify to this point. And they knocked out the #1 team in the DFL second B group, which was the Latvia Eagles. And a lot of teams did not expect them to get eliminated at that point, but they did. A lot of people fantasy predicted the Femboys versus the Eagles in the finals, but obviously that's not happening. Here we go, Darrell Jackson. I'm gonna say, maybe if you stalled a little longer, you would have risked that sack there. Going for another play. Darrell Jackson for a pass here. Deflected, though, by Jeffrey Davis. Goes for the kick. It's a pretty risky kick at that, though, and he missed a 50-yarder there. I don't know what was the point of that one, but now they got a turnover because of it. I mean, if you're kicking it halfway down the field, hit the post. And the Darkies, though, they've got an opportunity. I mentioned, you know, the Saints' story on one side of the bracket. You know, they were absolute, just god-awful in the second season. Ended up, you know, that DFL draft really did change the course of that team. But meanwhile, though, it's Michael Solomon who gets a 52-yard run and a touchdown for the Darkies as they take the lead. Here you go. Once again, going for the field goal. Great kick. And it's good. Great play there as the Darkies reach 7-0. But going back to the Saints, of course, you know, we're a team that not many people expected to even be in the top 4, but they did manage to do so. You know, a lot of top contenders in that A group. Now defeating the #1 team from their respective group in the Femboys. Meanwhile, the Darkies, on the other hand, you know, they've got their own story as well. They were in the first season finals of that Super Bowl. They ended up losing to the Minutemen. But tonight, you know, they didn't make it to the playoffs during that second season. But tonight they're back on the stage. They have a chance to head back into the final. They maybe become the first team in DFL history to reach the Super Bowl twice. First down there for Jake Logan. Which, you know, the previous Super Bowl champions, Minutemen and the Growl, they absolutely sucked this season, which is why they didn't make playoffs. But oh my God, though, what a sack! Sean Cooper and the Darkies came into this game prepared, as the Saints now do their tape study for this matchup, or whoever they have to clash with next Sunday. A 6-yard run. It was at that stage, though, there wasn't much competition throughout that first season, but now there was a bunch of new teams that got in this year, this season, whatever you want to call it. Economists, a 9-yard catch there, but well, this is their first time even reaching this stage of the playoffs. And a victory here tonight would be history-making. They play the Saints. Great pass here. Good tackle. Pretty much goes to show a lot of the newer teams this year did not get into the Super Bowl. It was a hell of a performance, though, for the 4 teams that did qualify and were new this season, which were the Wakatakas, the Lego Men, the Eagles, and the Astolfos. Actually, no, Astolfos were in last season, I believe. Yeah, they were definitely in there last season. They had a different name, though. They were the California Astolfos. Meanwhile, Jackson go for the long pass here to Grady. 33-yard catch, though. Bonham is going to play it pretty simplistic here tonight. Here Jackson to Kendall Cornell. Defenders draw the way on the left side of the field, and it gave them a good touchdown there. The Economists set up for an extra point to tie the game here before halftime. And he got stopped, though, by Keenan Alexander. Oh my Jesus, that's exactly how the Femboys took a fat, massive L during that fourth quarter. And because of that missed kick, the Darkies remain in the lead. They've been doing pretty well tonight. Once again, Fred Rhodes. I mean, Fred Rhodes is a guy that has been in this team since the very beginning. Going for a long pass here to Boss Thompson. 27-yard catch. Fred Rhodes, I mean, he would love nothing more than to be in the Super Bowl again, considering he was the main reason why they lost in the first place. Here we go, great run though from Michael Solomon, 35 yards. 89 throughout the game. But Red Rhodes is stuck through this team through the highs and the lows. And they have a chance to head back into the top. Red Rhodes, long pass here into a touchdown from Marty Robinson. Great 13-yard catch though, as this time the Darkies are confident as they remain in the lead. Sets up a kick, and it's good. Darkies with 14 and Economists with 6. This is the stage where the Economists really need to get back in this thing. For a tackle for 18 yards. Economists have lost some players throughout the years, just such as Isaiah Brooks, their former quarterback, which is in the Wolves, of course. But Cornell, though, Kendall Cornell running 40, 50, 69 yards down the field. Wow. Was very close for a touchdown, but that didn't matter because it got them at the 6. Darrell Jackson. One short pass is really all he needs. Great one-handed catch, but it was not called for a touchdown. But it was a 1 yard. At this stage, just go for an inside run. Push through the defenders. Here we go. Darrell Jackson, short pass to an open Blake Mitchell as he gets a touchdown for the team. Extra point here tonight. Sets up for the kick again. And it's good. Economists, even though they are losing by 1 point though, you know, they still have enough time to get back in this thing. Not in 15 more minutes. A touchback there. It hit the post for a minute. Hope nothing wacky happened there. The pass here to Boss Thompson. Drew Beck though. From that tackle, the Darkies called the timeout, so no reason why they're calling them now when there's still a minute left. You'd think they'd use them in the last 40 seconds or something. Here we go, going for a long pass here to Boss Thompson again. For first down, and they call for a second timeout. No reason what their plan is going into this. But maybe they are just trying to keep as much time at their disposal. Going for the long pass here. But deflected by Chad McGraw. However the hell you pronounce his name. And that's exactly how this situation turned out the last time they played. It was low scoring. It was back and forth. 30 inches though. They call for the last timeout that they have left. 56 seconds remaining. 3rd and inches. They could go for an inside run and just get a first, and they do first down for the Darkies. Michael Solomon, 93 yards in total from this game. And now at this point, they're just wasting time. They know they're in the lead. They want to head into the locker room with some confidence in themselves. Here we go, just wasting the time here. But great pass to Mills right now for 31. For Ron Mills. 17 seconds remaining, but it did get cut down to 5 since there is no timeouts left. Red Rhodes going for another pass here for Ron Mills, and that's going to be good enough to call for the pause of the game here as they head to halftime. Still been pretty equal between the two teams, but it is the Darkies that do have that advantage, that 1 point lead thanks to that missed field goal that the Economists screwed up earlier in the first half of this game. And that's exactly why they wanted to waste time here, because they know they have even more time right now. They had a 2-point conversion. They could definitely get a good lead here, but 207 total yards today. Great pass to Michael Solomon. You see the stats there. It's very equal. Only a 1 yard difference in terms of the total yards throughout both teams. Same as the scoreboard. Pass here to Marty Robinson for 30 yards. 58 throughout this entire game, but Saints watch on. They go marching forward next Sunday, and the Darkies might do so as well. Going for the long pass here to Boss Thompson. First down though. Just for another play. And it's even crazy to think that the Economists even made it to this stage of the playoffs, considering they placed 4th in their group, which, you know, had them play the Eagles, and it was even more shocking that they did eliminate the Eagles. But tonight, though, you know, even though both of these teams have the same win-loss record, it is the Darkies that come into this game with a better playbook as Michael Solomon gets a touchdown. Extra point. That's of a kick, but deflected. Stopped by Skip Swan. And this is a chance that the Economists needed to get back in this game. 3 minutes and 20 left in the third. Okay, great kickoff run. 324 compared to 370. 370 plus that they possess. Darrell Jackson. One-handed catch here to Troy Devlin. Economists. Win or lose tonight. This was history making for them here. Much like the Saints. The Saints, though, maybe they have that pressure. Being in that stage for the first time. And the Darkies, on the other hand, they've been there before. Jackson to Cornell. Great juke, great fake out there. And now it's Kendall Cornell that runs good enough for a touchdown. What a play there. 147 for this game here for Cornell. And they go for the kick to tie the game. Can they do it? And they do. The Economists back to where they started. And now this game got even more interesting. Darkies had a good quarter of possession in the scoreboard in terms of being in the lead. But right now, though, it's anybody's game. May the better team win at this point. Darkies and Economists battling it out for the Super Bowl. Run here by Boss Thompson. He's running. He's going for it. And he gets 60 yards down the field. You gotta hurry it up here. There's still plenty of time, though. Maybe they're gonna run the clock until the 4th, so that they know the pressure is on the other team. A great pass out here. What a touchdown catch, though, by Ron Mills. Almost looked like he wasn't gonna catch it there, but he did. Here we go. They go for a kick. Economists couldn't stop that one. And it's a good enough extra point for the Darkies. Economists, no matter how much they try to tie this thing, it's always the Darkies that get back in here. We run. 1 minute and 20 left in the third. Opportunity at stake here. The privilege of playing at the Super Bowl lays right onto Kendall Cornell's hands right now. 43-yard run. 191 in total. Gotta be the MVP of this game tonight. Despite being the MVP, still won't get him and won't be good enough to reach the Super Bowl if they can't get a play here. They can't get a touchdown. First down, though. They reach closer to the end zone. Darrell Jackson, inside pass to Jake Logan. It's an 8-yard run. Darkies and Economists fans surrounding the building tonight. Hoping, praying, just wishing for their team to head to the Super Bowl, but Pete Robinson deflected. They are losing yards here. 3 seconds before we head to the fourth, when things get more interesting. Great pass here to Kendall Cornell, available for the touchdown. And now the Darkies receive this thing in the 4th down, but they cannot afford to squander this opportunity. Here we go, they set up for the kick. Neither could the Darkies right now though, but the Economists, and they get the ball and it's good. 4th down, 5 minutes remaining. The score is tied 27-27. One of these teams could still head to the Super Bowl. Will it be the Darkies for a 2nd season? Or will it be the Economists that play for the first time? But what we do know is that next Sunday we will have a guaranteed new champion between either the Saints, the Economists, or the Darkies. And now Fred Rhodes, playing like his life depends on it, because he will be executed in Detroit if he doesn't get it here. 40, 50, 65-yard run for the Darkies. Michael Solomon, the possible saving grace of the team right now. 248 rushing tonight as Fred Rhodes throws it here. Touchdown, Michael Solomon. What a catch. The Darkies get back in the lead. Now if we head to overtime here, this is a very possible outcome. As Fred Rhodes goes for 2, and it's successful. That 2-point conversion just changed the trajectory of this game, as now the Economists are going to be pressured to play a 2-point conversion when they score a touchdown. That's if they score a touchdown, compared to if it was a field goal. My lord. It's going to be a very close matchup. But the Economists are not quitting just yet. Great run though. Kendall Cornell lost a couple of yards there thanks to Troy Nash. Nerves have got to go out the window right now. They cannot second guess themselves right now, but they do have to play it smart. Darkies, on the other hand, they have got to utilize their defense strategically. They need the Economists to just waste the time and throw the game. And now, though, Jake Logan 1st down once again. They're still far away from a touchdown. The Economists, maybe they could go for a long pass. We don't know what Darrell Jackson would be thinking. Pass to Kendall Cornell, though. Once again, the star player right now of the Economists. 219 yards in total for him. He's gotten like 3 touchdowns throughout the course of this entire game. That's almost all of them here tonight. They can't make him just run for the sake of running. Here we go. Great pass here to Troy Devlin this time. 1st down, 2 minutes and 30 remain in this game. They're at the 32-yard line. Economists with the opportunity to head into overtime if they manage to tie the scoreboard. Great pass here to McGrady for 10 yards, 11-yard catch. 2 minutes and 14 left. 2 minutes and 2 left. This clock's going by fast, but so are the Economists. Darrell Jackson, short pass here to Troy Devlin, 11 yards inside the field. Another 1st down, and that's exactly what they're trying to do here. Just get those short 1st downs. Try not to go too far out on the field and risk an interception. Darrell Jackson once again. Great pass here into a touchdown. Troy Devlin, 10-yard catch. But the 2-point conversion is what's really going to affect this thing here. They're going for 2. If they get a 2-point conversion, this thing will get tied. Possibly head to overtime. Oh my goodness gracious. Blake Mitchell, 2-point conversion. And it's tied again. 1:34. Darkies in their advantage right now though, but if they get an interception or a turnover, something, if they screw up now, they're going to regret it for the rest of their lives. Minute and 27 seconds left. Fred Rhodes, the pressure on him right now. Goes for the pass to Greg Walker. Second and short though, and the Darkies call for a timeout. Minute and 19 remaining. They were doing great throughout the first half of this game, but the Economists, that's their strategy here. They like to play it. They like to get better throughout the course of the game here. Great pass to Ron Mills. Gave them a bit of overconfidence. They're at the first half of this thing, but the Economists put them back in their place. And that's how they beat the Eagles during the quarterfinal game. Great pass to Boss Thompson. 34 yards down the field. And the Economists, not the Economists, but the Darkies, another timeout. They have none remaining. Economists do though. Safe to say that they could get a touchdown here, but we don't want to jinx it right now. Great pass out of the field here to Michael Solomon. And this time the Economists call a timeout since they know they can't waste any time either. Despite them knowing that the Darkies have ran out of theirs. Here we go. Fred Rhodes into the pass. Touchdown for Marty Robinson. Detroit Darkies to possibly head to the Super Bowl. And they're going for 2. If they get it here, this is done and over with. Oh, and a tackle though stopped by Hunter Whitfield. This game could still head for the Economists. They could still head to the Super Bowl, but they have 39 seconds. How are they going to get a touchdown in 39 seconds? But they have 2 timeouts that they can use for these plays. Darrell Jackson passes to Troy Devlin, 16 yards. Timeout. They've got to be very smart about how they use this. They can't just throw them out. They can't just go out throwing these around like Halloween candy. And Darrell Jackson, another pass here to Troy Devlin. Reaching closer and closer, but Pete Robinson deflected. They didn't call a timeout, so they got to hurry things up here. 24 seconds at the 50-yard line. They just need a kick to win it, though. Great pass here. First down, Economist. Last time out of the game. 15 seconds left. The pressure on the Economists right now. 16 seconds. They need 16 seconds to score a touchdown. Pass to Blake Mitchell. They've got to hurry it up, though. And 2 remaining. This is the last play of the game. Economists are at the 45. There is no way in Jesus. They got to throw a Hail Mary here. They're going far out, deflected. The Darkies head to the Super Bowl once again. Jeffrey Davis saving the team tonight. What a game. Holy Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the Darkies once again from the season 1 Super Bowl to now the season 3. They've made history already, but can they win it this time? Or will the Saints just be too good for them next Sunday? Saints and Darkies, the 2 best teams in the DFL, but only one of them can be called champion. Who will it be though next Sunday? We thank you for joining us, everybody. What a season it's been, but we have one more game remaining. Next Sunday, St. John Saints, Detroit Darkies. The final battle here tonight, or at least the next Sunday, to really crown who is the best in the DFL. Good night, everyone.